Welcome back. It's a brand new day over here at our Star Wars village, and we are back for the third and final part of upgrading our entire Rebel outpost to a brand new custom village. If you guys are not up to date on what's going on, we recently built a level 10 Rebel village, but I thought it was super ugly, so I destroyed the entire thing. I've uploaded the past 2 days of me building out this village to where it is currently. As you can see, we have these awesome towers with bridges connecting them. We have a custom storage room, which is fully organized with all of our resources. Across the way over on this side, we have a garage, which houses all of our special Star Wars villagers. The thing that we've done is build Dusty Durburger, aka the last building you get in the Rebel Adventure Pass. Because another thing that's important to know is I already purchased the entire fully upgraded Adventure Pass, which is the reason I have all of these builds in the first place. All of that to say, today we have a lot more work to do. If we take a look at this corner of our village, it's completely empty, and by the end of this video, we should have a fully functioning village with a ton of decorations, design all around, functionality, and hopefully just a whole lot more, because I don't have any workbenches down here. There's absolutely no props. The only real functionality of this village is our storage room, which again is just one tiny little room. There is a lot that needs to get done in today's video. Make sure you guys are subscribed so you can say you were here before a million. And if you guys are buying anything from the Fortnite item shop, especially the Adventure Pass, if you haven't already, make sure you use code Kaz. It really helps me out, and I absolutely love all of you guys that use my code, 3 letters KAZ. Anyway, with all that being said, we're gonna jump straight into this with a build, because at the end of last episode, I left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger saying that I was gonna actually use another one of these prefabs, specifically the Mos Eisley large garage, because if you take a look at this thing, it is massive, and it also just looks insane. We're gonna go ahead and build that to start out today's video. So the first thing I gotta do is chop down these 2 trees that are most definitely in the way, and we gotta come over here and grab as much sandstone as we possibly can. And the reason for that is because if we go over here and actually look at the more info section, it is an expensive build. Well, actually, none of this stuff is expensive except for the sandstone. And for those of you who have already started making sandstone in your world, you guys will understand exactly why. Sandstone is an absolute pain to make in these stone breakers. First off, it takes a long time, and second off, it requires 2 sand for 1 piece. It's taken me so long to gather all the resources for this build, so if you've enjoyed the effort that I put into this village, be sure to drop a like. It really helps out. Anyway, it looks like we gotta clear out a bush, and not only that, we also have to break down some of these fences. And the reason we did all that was so we have more than enough room for our garage to sit on the floor here. And I think that right here should be the perfect place to set it down. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just build this thing right off rip. It's 59 stages, which means it's probably gonna take a lot of time. I don't wanna bore you with 59 stages, so enjoy the time lapse. And there we are. The Mos Eisley large garage. This one was actually a lot of fun to build. Not only that, it looks sick. I'm gonna have a lot of fun in this one because I think this is probably where I'm gonna end up putting some of my workbenches, including the Rebel workbench, which is just sitting in the open right now. But before I could even move this here, there's a few things that we need to do, starting with breaking these foundations and digging up the trees that are about to spawn in the middle of it. What the heck? I don't know. I just got wood for that? Wait, I never knew that. Am I about to get wood for that too? I am. Wait, that's such an Easter egg. I never knew that. Anyway, not important. What's important is clearing out the floor now, because as it stands, we have this really ugly wooden foundation, and I kind of hate it. We're breaking this, and we're going to swap it out for a much nicer looking floor. And there it is. I use this nice wooden orange floor because I think it kind of matches the vibe. Either way, stepping out of here now, it does look like it's floating since it's not connected to the floor anymore. And I got a little carried away. I wrapped around the entire build and did the sandstone floor just to complement the rest of it. And as you can see, taking a quick walk around this place, it looks gorgeous. Anyway, there's one more thing that I wanted to do, and it was put a nice corner piece right here. Oh, that doesn't fit. Okay, wait. Sometimes this game just feels like one big puzzle, but when things fit perfectly, it's always a good sign, and it looks like things are gonna fit perfectly this time around. And yeah, there we go. We put a nice corner here just because it's nicer than that rough edge we had before. Either way though, now walking into here, we got a nice wooden floor. If we tour the rest of this place, it's actually really roomy, which I love. A lot of the custom builds aren't very useful on the inside. This one is definitely an exception. The only thing is there's actually no staircase in here. You got to go outside, and then you can go up to the second floor. And then not only that, there's also a third floor. So this is a ginormous build. It's fit for a king. I mean, I can honestly live in this top floor if I really wanted to. There's enough room for a bed. Wait, should I actually live here? Maybe I will. Before I decide though, I did break my Rebel workbench, and we can jump right back into here and put it down. I'll drop it right here for now. I do want to make sure I drop a lot of decorations around this place as well. I'm wondering if a grand chest, no, it wouldn't. What about a small chest? I think it has the same dimensions. Yeah, no. I'm trying to figure out what'll fit in this little thing. I don't know what these are supposed to be used for. I guess I can put some sort of decoration, and I already have an idea. I wonder if these little outfits, yeah, these little outfits would look sick in these. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do something like that. Let me just run over here and see if I actually have any wool fabric. I think I do. Nice. Our first piece of decoration is going to be a jester in there, and then maybe we'll put the little, oh, the wizard doesn't fit because his hat is too tall. There we go. Okay, so those are our first two decorations we put in the entire place. Not sure how I feel about it, but it might look a little bit better when we have more around here. Either way though, taking a step outside and looking at this thing, even though it's dark, it still looks great, but it'll look even better during the day. I've been a big fan of that transition. I think I literally did that last video too. Coming back inside of this village though, now I'm kind of realizing that although the outsides of this place look amazing, I'm realizing that the centerpiece of this place, aka the actual village square itself, is straight up a wasteland. There's nothing over here. I mean, the fireplace that used to be here is even gone, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, I definitely got to make some improvements to this area, and I think that's what we're gonna do next. And to start out, we're just gonna put some of these down. I did think some structures would be nice, and these are kind of cool. They're a little unique and they provide some shade. But if you thought that's all we were gonna add to this, you are very wrong, because we're just getting started. The first thing we're gonna do is come over here and add some lights. We'll get to see how these look when it gets darker, but again, that's only the start. Next, we're gonna come up on top of here. What in the world just happened to me? Why am I... What? How did this just happen? Can I get out of here? Okay, I'm gonna have to break it. That's so unfortunate. Anyway, this is pretty cool now. We got a hoop going through the middle, which, I mean, it doesn't really do much, but it adds a little bit more in design. With these supports here, I'm gonna add some blue lights, and I cannot wait to see this during the nighttime. But yeah, we're gonna continue adding these blue ones onto here. And then we also added blue ones that are hanging off. So this place should look a lot better. Let me go ahead and take out my illuminator and torch. Yeah, you can't really notice it yet, but you already are seeing a little bit of the blue shine through. And then also there should be some red lights as well. We're also surrounding this with a cool little rounded black fence. And now that it's nighttime, you can already see how lit up this place is. All my villagers are asleep in the garage, but the village square is looking as lively as ever, even without any lights in my inventory. When it's lit up though, it looks maybe even cooler. I don't know. This place is sick, and we're gonna continue to add fun decorations around this place for our villagers to mess with. Oh my, look at this. I dropped a little well and our villagers throw coins into it. I didn't really know what this was, but look at this. They literally pull out coins. Well, I've just loaded back into my world. It's a new day, and as you can see, our campfire is somehow back. Not sure how that happened, but there's a few things that I want to test. One is actually a comment suggestion, and it's that if I put down a grill and an oven, Axat will actually cook us food, and it looks like that is true. Something that I kind of didn't realize about this place is if I put down utility benches, then maybe our villagers will do something and not just stand around like they've been doing for the past 2 days. We've got to get a move on because I definitely want to test that. So we're going to head over here to our storage room, grab us some granite, and you best believe that we are using our new Dusty Durburger build to put in our cooking stations. I mean, it only makes sense, right? But I had to go get some flex wood because I have an idea. We're gonna go ahead and put down a dynamic foundation, wherever that is. Here we go. We're gonna put one of these down, and then, okay, this is about good. We're gonna make sure it's tilted sideways, so let's just push it until it's turning, and I think we need to break this. And after messing around with the dynamic foundation a little bit and putting a pillar down, as you can see, we're nudging a grill, so it's at a 45-degree angle, and we can put it up against the window. So let's go ahead and place it down. down and see what it looks like. Okay, that's a start. As you can see, the build is at a 45-degree angle. I don't love it though, because it's not in the center of the window, so we're gonna break it. Let's try it one more time, and that should be good. We're gonna take it a step further though, and on the opposite side, we're gonna go ahead and put down an oven, since obviously that's what cooks pizzas. And my hope is that Chef Oxat can also cook me up some pizzas, because honestly, that's really what we want. And he's right here. I don't know when he showed up here, but wait. Is he gonna do it? He is. He's interacting with it. Let's go. This is everything we ever wanted. Maybe I'm the only one that didn't know this, but yes, Oxat will cook you foods. I'm gonna leave him up to this for a little bit, but oh my goodness, it's so amazing that he came straight into here and is working on our oven. Last thing we need to do is go ahead and build our bar back up. And for the time being, we have a fully functional restaurant. We still need to add some storage to the back of this place, but for now, this is a great start. And we finally have a villager actually working on a job, which is nice. Under this pre-build, because I hate the way that this wood looks. I honestly feel like all of these look much better with sandstone underneath, so we're gonna do that. And that should do it. It's a very subtle change, but it definitely makes a big difference in my opinion. So I'd recommend all of you guys do this as well. If you don't like the look of this wooden foundation, I'm gonna do it on the now, but let's just check. How was your job? Oh, he got us pizzas already. Okay, so we got what we need to build some chests, but before we do, let's do a little bit of interior decoration, because I don't just want to put a bunch of chests in here, although I'm going to. We definitely want to make sure we're also taking care of our villagers. What are you doing behind the bar stand? It looks like M6JR is a farmer that'll harvest us stuff if we put down soil, which we'll do later. Oh, I'm so happy that Oxat is here though. Anyway, let's talk. And we're putting down some more seats here. We'll put down 2 tables, and the most important part of this entire build is going to be these fridges, because I decided against using grand chests. I feel like we do that too often on this channel, so the fridges will do just fine here. We'll put 3 down, and then we'll also put a 4th right about there. Very excited to get my food storage started, because yeah, like I said, I was actually going to starve pretty soon on this island. Last thing we're doing for now is putting down a few more stools, and it looks like this Der Burger place is complete. Taking the torch out of my hand and walking in one last time. Oh yeah, I forgot about lights. Ooh, there we go. We decided to go with some red lights in the front, so we'll see how that looks at night. But overall, this place is complete. And while we're on the subject of designing things in the interiors of our spaces, we want to go up to the 3rd floor with something I kind of mentioned earlier, and it is making this my bedroom. The only issue with making this place my bedroom is the fact that I can't really see too well out of these windows, so I'm going to replace these with a nice little circle window. I'm also going to keep this part punched out, so which I don't mind. But let's go ahead and actually design our bedroom now, starting with the bed. One thing I just learned about this update is the fact that there is a double bed, so it's twice as wide as the normal one, and I think this fits perfectly for my room since, you know, I want to live in luxury. Of course, we're gonna need a nice nightstand in the corner there. There's our first light. Oh, look at that. This is basically our triple monitor setup. Imagine my gaming setup right here. The last thing I need for that is a gaming chair, and I think this one works perfectly, so we'll put that right there. And if I sit in it just like that, oh my goodness, we have a triple monitor setup. If I had a camera on in these videos, this is exactly what it would look like in the corner of your screen. Anyway, we need some normal lights in this room as well, so we'll put some corner lamps in. I'm gonna put 2 of these on either side of the balcony as well, just so we can make sure we always have light outside. Next, I'm putting a box on the floor right next to my desk, which is supposed to be my computer. I know it's more like a cash register, but let's just pretend. Last thing we're putting down are some flags, and I think that's our bedroom basically done. Actually, you know what? For the sake of actually making this place functional, we'll put a tiny little drawer right there, and then we'll put a bigger one here as a cabinet where I can put even more of my stuff, and I think that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, my bedroom. I honestly love this. I don't normally design bedrooms for myself in my builds, but this is an exception because this is a very fun village to begin with. And yeah, I think this place is coming together quite nicely. There's only one problem with my bedroom being up there, and it's the fact that there's no fast way up. The quickest way up is actually to run outside, up this staircase, around, and up this way, which honestly takes quite a bit of time. I do have a grapple, so I don't mind using that. But yeah, other than that, the only real way to get up here, I think, is just to like run up the walls. Either way though, I love the view from up here, and you know what? I love it so much that I'm gonna build a tiny little bar top up here before we end the video. And I may have gotten a little carried away, but if you ever want to enjoy a drink out here, we have a rooftop bar, so you can come right over here, you can sit down, watch the sunrise, and enjoy some nice blue milk. well, that is going to be it from today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed decorating the interiors of these rooms. I'm going to do more of that over the coming episodes, but like I said, that's the end of our 3-part series where we just designed this entire village. From now on, it's going to be a little slower on the builds, but I'm still going to pay attention to the details here because believe me, we are not done with this yet. Structurally, we're close to being done though, so yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you made it all the way until the end and you're not. Because if you're not and you just catch my videos on the homepage, you might miss one here or there, and I upload a lot. So to stay tuned on the latest, make sure you're subscribed. But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. It's been your boy Kaz, and I'll catch y'all later.